Hi, welcome. This is Lara from OM3 Yoga, and we're going to go ahead and start our session this afternoon. Let's find a comfortable seat on your mat. And if you can, and it's available to you, we'll sit crisscross legged and just allow yourself to settle in, maybe kind of wiggling from side to side, moving the fleshy part from your sitting bones. And then let's rest your hands onto your knees, and we'll roll the shoulders back. Just take a really big deep breath in here into the belly. And then exhale, letting go. And for any reason this crisscross leg position doesn't feel good for you, find something else that's more comfortable. Take another really big deep inhale. And exhaling. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Beautiful. Let's inhale. You're going to roll your shoulders back and press your chest forward a little bit. And then we're going to exhale. Bring your chin to your chest and rounding through the back. Feeling some length in the back of the body. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching forward, looking up. And exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. One last time. Inhaling. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come find a neutral place. Let's take your right hand to the side. If you need to move your legs, give yourself permission to do so. Otherwise, we're going to bend your left elbow. You're going to look up towards your hand to start. And we're going to create some movement from here. So what I'd like for you to do is start to bring that left elbow in towards your right elbow. You don't have to go all the way, just a little movement in. And then we're going to inhale, lift up, and let that left shoulder roll back. So we'll do that 2 more times. Let's exhale, rounding in. Inhale, lifting up. Again, exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. We're going to come all the way back up. Let's bring your left hand down. We're going to reach your right arm up. We'll bend the elbow. And again, let's round in here. Inhale, lifting the chest back up. Exhale, let's round in. Inhale, lifting up. One last time. Exhale. And inhaling. We're going to gently come all the way back up. Let's stretch your legs out in front of you. And we're going to point and flex your feet a few times. And we're going to point your toes and we'll do some circles with your feet. And let's go the other way. Beautiful. All right, so let's come from here. We're going to bend your knees, squeeze in, give yourself a little hug. And then inhale, let's lift back up and we're going to come to a crisscross leg position again. You can do the same way, or maybe you're going to bring the opposite leg in front or continue to bring your legs forward. We're going to still work with the arms and shoulders. So what I'd like for you to do from here is we're going to inhale, reach your arms out, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now you're going to take your right arm on top of your left and kind of give yourself a hug, rounding in. Inhale, we're going to open up, lift the chest up, and then exhale, opposite way. Again, inhaling, opening, and exhale. Inhale, opposite arm on top, exhale. One more time from side to side. Inhaling and exhale. Again, inhale and exhaling. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to release. We're going to slowly start to bring your body now to a tabletop shape, coming onto the hands and knees. From here, we'll roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round to the spine, chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, we'll find a flat back. Bringing the big toes together, starting to sink your hips towards your heels for child's shape. Maybe stacking one hand on top of the other and then resting your forehead on the back of the hands. Letting yourself settle here for a moment, connect with your breath. Maybe feel your jaw relax. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side if that's going to feel better for your body. Perhaps imagining the rib cage expanding as you breathe. And then taking a moment to connect with gratitude. Gratitude for taking this time out for you today. Gratitude for connecting with your breath, moving your body. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to reach your arms forward. We're going to slowly start to come to tabletop. Curl the toes under. We're going to walk your hands towards your knees, and we'll find a forward fold. Maybe grab onto your elbows, and you can sway out a little bit from side to side, maybe wiggling your hips. Maybe you're going to bend and straighten the legs. Maybe you're shaking your head and neck out, yes and no. What feels good for your body? 2 and 1. Let's bring the hands in front of your feet. You're going to come onto the fingertips. So imagine you have like a tennis ball underneath your hand. We're going to bend the left knee, reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe look up at your thumb. 2 and 1. We're going to lower your right hand down, bending the right knee. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, you're going to lower back down. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Pressing through your feet. Let's stand all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Just pause here. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears. Beautiful. Maybe connecting with an intention for your day today. Slowly releasing the hands down. We'll blink the eyes open. Let's make our way up to the front of the mat. And then we're going to take your right heel forward. Slight bend in your left knee. We'll bring your hands to your hip crease, hinging the hip crease back, feeling the back of the legs stretch out. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come up. You'll bring your right foot down, left leg forward, slight bend. And that right knee this time, on the heel, you're going to hinge forward once again. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly start to come up. Let's inhale. Make your way onto your tippy toes, reaching your arms high. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees a little bit, hands onto the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen and look up like you're doing cat-cow here. Exhale, we'll round through the spine again, chin to the chest. One more time from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we'll find a neutral place. Let's knock your knees together. Lift your tailbone up, roll the shoulders back, and then press your knees out a little bit. Once again, knees together, tailbone lifts, and knees back out again. Inhale, coming all the way up. Let's reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching all the way up. We'll swan dive and fold forward. Stepping your left foot back into a lunge on the ball of the foot. Pressing through the feet. Let's inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to take your hands to your hips from here, and then turn your head to the right, and then we'll turn your head to the left. Inhaling back to neutral, reach your arms high. Exhale, we'll lower the hands down. Step your feet back, downward dog. From downward dog, let's come forward to a plank, and we're going to drop down to the knees, extending into a child shape. Inhale, we're going to come back up to tabletop, and then lowering down to the belly. Rolling the shoulders back, lift your heart up dog or cobra. Exhale, let's curl the toes under. You can stay in tabletop, child's pose, or coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stepping your right foot forward, left foot to meet it, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way back to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, let's reach up. We'll swan dive and fold forward. Stepping the right leg back this time, ball the foot. You're going to press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Let's turn your head to the left and then turn your head to the right. Inhale, we'll come reach your arms back up. Exhale, lowering your hands down again. We'll step back, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, forward to plank. Once again, dropping down to the knees, hips to the heels for child shape. Feeling your spine lengthen, your body opening and moving. Inhale, we'll find tabletop. Shoulders over those fingertips as you lower down. Rolling the shoulders back, up dog or cobra. Inhale and exhale. Let's curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog. Inhale and exhaling, modifying the shapes as you need to. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Gazing between the thumbs, let's step your left foot forward, right foot to meet it, folding forward. Beautiful. Inhale, looking up about halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart or fix your hair like me. And my hair fell out. All right, let's inhale, reach all the way up. We're going to stretch over to the right this time, and then up and over to the left. Let's inhale, lift up. We'll swan dive and fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, let's bring the hands down. We'll step both legs back to downward dog. Doesn't matter which foot first. Inhale, finding plank. We're going to drop down to the knees, child shape. Inhale, you're going to come back up to tabletop. We're going to keep your left hand under the shoulder. Slide your left toes to the left. You're going to extend your right leg back. We're going to reach your right arm to the sky and maybe overhead. If you want to, you may also lift that right leg up. 3, 2, and 1. While we're here, let's squeeze the right elbow and knee together 5 times. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to lower your hand down and your knee down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round the spine, chin to the chest. We'll sink your hips to your heels for child's pose. Inhale, press to the tops of the feet and knees. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let's bring your hands onto your hips. We'll take a slight lean back. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, child shape. Inhale, finding tabletop again. We're going to stretch the left leg back. Let's take your right toes over to the right hand under the shoulder, left foot flat, and we're going to reach that left arm overhead. You can stay there or maybe lift the leg up and breathing and reaching and stretching, energizing. 2, and 1. Now, if you want to, squeeze the elbow knee together 5 times. So 5, exhale, 4, inhale, lengthening, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We'll lower your hand down and your knee down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round to the spine, chin to the chest. Finding a flat back. Let's curl the toes under again, hips high, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Beautiful. Gazing between the thumbs, we'll walk your feet to the front of the mat as many steps as you need, folding forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips, just slightly, or maybe they're about mats or hips width for you. We're going to start with the back of the pinky side of the hand right at that hip crease. You're going to roll the shoulders back, anchor your rib cage. You're going to sink down from here. We'll reach your arms wide and then inhale, arms high. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. We're going to bend back into the knees and do that once again. Inhale, reaching your arms up high. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's stand all the way up, hands to the heart. I'm going to mirror you for these next few movements. So let's start with the hands at the hips. You'll step your left leg back, right leg forward. Bending into that left knee, inhale, reach your arms up high. We'll take your hands back to your hips. Now you're going to twist a little bit. So you're going to turn your body towards the right. So your left elbow is going forward, your right elbow is going back. Maybe look over your right shoulder. 2 and 1. Now we're going to come back and you're going to open to warrior B. Let's straighten that front right leg, reach your right arm high. We'll bring your left hand on your hip, right hand forward and down for triangle shape. Now today, let's take either your left hand at your hip or maybe try to grab onto your right pant leg. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend back into the knee. We're going to reach that right arm high, maybe lean it back. Beautiful. We'll unwind the arms and the body, finding downward dog. Inhale, let's come forward to plank and lowering all the way down to the belly. Beautiful. From here, we're going to stack your hands. Doesn't matter which hand's on front, forehead on the back of the hands. Pause for a moment. Notice. You're going to press here the pelvis and feet down, and we'll inhale with the hands and the head up together at the same time. So lifting up, exhale back down. 2 more times like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, press to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, tabletop, or downward facing dog. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to walk your feet up to the front of the mat to meet your hands. And we'll find ourselves in a standing forward fold. I'm moving the opposite way so I can still face you. We'll inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, holding forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So again, feet maybe a little bit wider than hip distance. Feet are parallel. We're going to bring the backs of the hands to that hip crease, sinking into the knees. Inhale, reach those arms out wide. Exhale, we'll fold forward, hinging. So notice if it feels easier this time. We're going to bend back into the knees, press to the feet, Utkatasana, chair pose. 2 and 1, coming all the way to standing, hands to the heart. We'll start with the hands at the hips, keeping the left foot forward this time. Right leg's going to step back. Feeling your hands at the hips squaring off. Let's inhale, reach up. And then you're going to take your hands back to the hips. Now we're going to take a little bit of a modified twist. So you're going to reach your right elbow forward, left elbow back, maybe looking over the left shoulder. Keep the knee bent. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to release and open to warrior B. Beautiful. Inhale, straightening the leg, reach and lengthen back. And then we're going to come back into the knee. We'll straighten the leg, reach forward, triangle. We're going to take your right hand behind your back. See if you can grab onto that hip crease. Roll the shoulder back. Lean the head back a little bit more. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Still hold on to the pant leg if you can. We're going to bend into the knee. We'll inhale, reach and lengthen back. And then unwinding everything, we'll windmill the hands all the way down, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, let's find plank. Exhale, chaturanga, up dog or cobra if you choose, child's pose or downward facing dog when you're ready. Inhaling and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Let's make our way so our hands and feet meet. We'll bring your hands on your hips. We're going to come all the way up and we'll turn. I'm going to turn around so we're on the same way again, hopefully. Let's inhale, reach back up. We're going to exhale, fold forward. This time, stepping that left foot back, ball the foot. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. We're going to bring the hands back to the hips. We'll step that left foot up and straighten the right leg. Reaching the arms high, you're going to now sweep the arms back, head forward. Turn your palms forward, reach those arms. Inhale all the way back up. We're going to bring your hands to your heart. Step your feet together. Let's lift your right leg up from here and we'll come into a tree pose. It's fine if you make a kickstand. What works for your body? Breathing. Maybe reach your arms high. Find the focus. Where are you going? 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the heart, feet down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, folding forward again. Coming all the way back up to standing. Hands to the heart. Bringing the hands to the hips, we're going to step your right leg back this time, both legs straight. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now we're going to exhale, lean forward, sweep the arms back. Palms forward, reaching. Inhale, back up, beautiful work. Hands to the heart center, we'll step your feet together. Let's now lift that left leg up for tree pose. So bringing that left leg up where it makes sense on your body, and then maybe extending the arms, reaching to the side. Hands at the heart is beautiful, especially balance is challenging. Just keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're going to release the hands down. Fantastic. Lifting all the way up. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Let's step back, downward dog again. Inhaling, plank. Drop down to the knees. Hips to the heels, child shape. From this child shape, let's bring the hands, the palms of the hands together. You might bring your forearms a little bit closer towards your head as you do that. You can stay right here because this might be a big stretch for you. You may also bend the elbows so the hands face the sky or touch the back of the neck and shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hands down. Inhale, tabletop. Beautiful. Let's slowly bring your body forward onto the belly. And we're going to come to another up dog or cobra. If you prefer a different form of a back bend, do that. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to lift your chest up. Look up. 2, and 1. We're going to come back to tabletop. We're going to do one more quick little standing sequence, and then we'll be back on the ground. So when you're ready, we're going to curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog. And we'll slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat, folding forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to step your feet out wide. Beautiful. Let's reach your arms. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Keep breathing. You can bend and straighten the legs a few times, maybe move your hips from side to side. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, rising all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, lowering the arms back down. All right, so we're going to take a cross stretch through the body. We're going to do 5 times each way, and then we'll come down to the ground after that. So follow along as best as you can. There's a lot of breathing involved with this part. So arms are wide. You're like a big star. And now you're going to take your left hand towards your right foot, right arm to the sky. Maybe look up. Inhaling, back up to the star shape. Exhale, right hand down towards that left foot. Left arm lifts. Inhale, up, back to star. Again, left hand, right foot, and back up. Beautiful. Right hand, left foot, and back up. Again, right hand, left foot. I'm sorry, left hand, right foot. Inhale, back up. And right hand, left foot. Inhale, back up. Last round, I believe. You might be getting a little break today, which is awesome as well. And up, and other side. And back up. Let's reach the arms high, heels in, toes out. We'll sink down. Maybe bring your hands down to the ground. 2, and 1. From here, gently sliding your hips behind you, and let's stretch your legs out. Beautiful. You're going to probably want to move the fleshy part from the sitting bones. If you have a blanket or prop or something to sit on, please let yourself do so. Sometimes it can help release those hamstrings. So as we begin here, let's bring your hands down and maybe walking the hands forward a little bit. You can bring your chin towards your chest, perhaps wiggling your toes a little bit or pointing and flexing the feet. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and we'll slowly start to rise up. We're going to turn your right toes out and slide your right foot towards your left inner thigh. So we're going to start here by folding between the bent leg and the straight leg. And maybe you're coming down to your forearms, maybe you're on your fingertips. As you're here, I'm going to adjust my screen a little bit so we don't lose the lower part of my body while you're doing this. Keep breathing. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift up a little bit. And now we're going to walk your hands over towards that left leg, maybe rotating the torso a little bit. You can stay here. If you want to fold in a little bit more, allow your body to fold in to where it feels good for you. Keep breathing, keep softening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk your hands back up. We're going to now bend that left knee. You're going to take your right hand outside of your right hip. You can reach your left arm here. This might be enough for you. You can also bring your left elbow inside of your left leg, rotating the torso a little bit to the right. And then perhaps taking your right hand under the shoulder and maybe lifting up, stretching. 2, you can reach your arm overhead. And 1, and we're going to come right back down. Beautiful. Let's switch to the other side. So stretching that right leg out, left foot in, and we'll slowly lift your arms up, feeling a big stretch. And then let's exhale, lower the hands back down, walking forward. Perhaps bringing the chin to the chest. It's fine if you're on your arms, going to the place that feels good for you. Knowing you could also be sitting up on something and it might help you tilt more forward. Just keep breathing. Keep listening, keep softening and releasing, letting go, and that no matter what you're doing, you showed up, you're moving your body, you're breathing. Let it all be okay. No one's watching. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly walk the hands back. We're going to rotate your body towards your right leg this time. You might want to reach your arms up, and then we'll fold forward. So I was talking about this with a few students earlier this week, is about, doing things that serve us. So maybe this pose serves you really well, and maybe it doesn't at all. Listen and take care of what does your body need. And knowing that whatever it is, it's okay. Listening to you. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to gently walk your hands back up. We're going to bend that right knee. All right, so we're going to start here by bringing perhaps that right arm inside of the leg. You're going to rotate your torso to the left a little bit. 2 and 1. Now, if you choose, taking that left hand outside of the hip, you're going to reach your right arm to the sky, maybe lift your hips up, maybe take that right arm over to the left, big stretch, 2 and 1, and we'll come right back down. Fantastic. Let's take both legs out wide one more time, and we'll fold forward. And notice if it feels a little bit easier than when we first began. 2 and 1. We're going to gently walk the hands back up. Let's now bring the legs up. We're going to bring your hands behind your body. So it's going to look something like this. I think this might be a better angle to do this at. We're going to drop both knees staggered to the right. Turn your head to the left. Let's inhale, lift back up, and then other side. And again, knees to the right, head to the left, and up, and knees to the left, head to the right. Last time from side to side. Beautiful. Hopefully that feels really good for your upper legs. And last time your back, your hips, your glutes. And then we're going to gently come back up. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to have a little bit more fun here. So let's keep your right leg where it is. We're going to slide your left foot now underneath your right ankle. All right. So we are going to take your right arm inside of your right leg. From here, you can bring both hands and kind of walk forward a little bit. If you would like to try and it's available and not going to hurt your shoulder, you're going to take your right arm and you're going to wrap it around the front of the right leg and maybe find your left hand behind your back, binding. If this is not happening, please do not worry. Just go to where this makes sense. Noticing wherever you are you feeling a stretch or some sensation? If there is major discomfort or unease, back off. 2 and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to slowly come up. We're now going to take this right foot outside of your left knee. Playing twister. Let's take your left arm around the right leg. We'll turn and twist to the right. 2 and 1. Now again, following along and doing the best that you can here. Let's maybe take your left hand to the outside edge of that right foot. We're going to extend your right leg up. So I'm going to just turn to the side again so you can see what this is. And maybe you're going to reach your right arm back. 3, 2, and 1. Now, one more thing while we're here. You're going to stack your knees as best as you can. We'll inhale, reach up, and then fold forward for a moment. Fantastic. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to invite you to do something, and your body might just say, no, I'm not doing that, and that's okay, but we'll try. So let's take both hands now over to the left. We're going to inhale, lift your hips up. You're going to walk yourself around, keep your legs where they are, and we're going to come drop back down. Your right leg should now be on the bottom. Left leg will move so it's in front of that right ankle. And hopefully that worked and wasn't too big of a disaster. And if you are like, I don't know what just happened, just come sit back down. We're going to bring your right leg in and your left foot out. We'll take that left arm in front of that, or inside that left leg, walking both hands forward. This is perfect right here. If you choose, you're going to take your left arm, you're going to wrap it around the left leg, maybe grabbing onto the back hand, folding in. Noticing, observing what's happening right here, right now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly come up. We'll now take this left foot. You're going to slide it over that front right knee. So you might need to pull the right knee more into the body center line. We'll start by twisting here. So wrapping the right arm around the left leg as you turn and twist. I'm going to just start to turn my body so you can see in a moment. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to keep that left hand behind the back. Right hand's going to grab onto the left foot and maybe extend the leg. Maybe you want to reach your left arm back. 2, and 1. Now we're going to stack your left knee on top of the right knee and we'll fold forward for just a moment. 2, and 1. Let's inhale. You're going to come up. If you want to try that fancy pose again, we're going to take your hands now over to the right. Use your hands as leverage, lifting up, walking towards the back of the mat all the way around, and we'll come back down. And then you're going to uncross your legs, stretch the legs forward. Yay! Whether that happened or that didn't, who cares? Did it feel good? Was it fun to do something a little different? So let's reach up, and then we're going to fold forward, maybe grabbing onto the tops of the feet or the pinky sides of the feet, and perhaps starting to stretch forward a little bit. Going to the place that feels good for you. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale. We're going to slowly come up. Last thing from sitting, we'll take those soles of the feet together, knees apart, and then hinging and leaning forward one more time. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly come up. Let's bring your hands outside of your knees. We're going to slide the knees or the hips a little bit closer to the heels and coming to lay on your back. Let's give your knees a little squeeze in, rocking from side to side. Perfect. All right, so we're going to do just a little teeny bit of core work from here. So let's bring your arms alongside your body. You're going to extend the legs to the sky. If that's a little bit hard for you, it's fine to keep the knees bent. And I want you to squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2, very important here. Perhaps bring your hands on the sides of the mat to hold on. And we're going to inhale, lift your hips like an inch, maybe an inch away from the ground. Maybe you're not even going that far. Just starting to lift straight up. And we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's come bring your feet down on the ground. Knees are going to bend to the ceiling. We'll inhale, lift your arms overhead. Big stretch. And then let's exhale, squeeze your knees to the chest. Reach your hands for your knees. Now, we're going to do some of these pull-ins. So we'll either reach up or you can stretch your legs straight out. That's up to you. Exhale, squeeze back in. We're going to do 8 more. So let's go 8. Choose where it makes sense for you. 7, Feet are fine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's keep the right knee squeezed in. Left leg's going to stretch out. We'll reach your right arm to the side and then bring your right knee over to the left. Try to keep your right shoulder on the ground if you can. Maybe you're going to look towards your right hand. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently unwind. Let's stretch that leg out. Arms overhead, big stretch. We're going to squeeze your left knee in this time. Beautiful. Now we're going to slowly start to bring that left knee over to the right. So left arm reaches to the left. Try to keep the left shoulder onto the ground. Breathing. More space, more energy, more length in your body. 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly unwind. Let's stretch both legs out. Reach your arms overhead. We're going to, almost like you're going to snow angel your arms out wide to the side, and we're going to bend your knees. Beautiful. As you're here, you might need to readjust your hips, your shoulders, your head, your neck. And then let's bring the arms alongside the body. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to tilt the tailbone towards the knees and then lift your hips up for bridge pose. If you want to come onto your tippy toes, go for that. Feeling the glutes really squeeze here to feel the fronts of the body stretch out. 2, and 1. We'll lower those hips back. Readjusting your body so it feels good for you. We're going to do 2 more of these. If you prefer to do this with a block under your sacrum, wonderful. You can also slide your hands under your hips and support your lower back. So when you're ready, we're going to tilt the tailbone towards the knees, lift those hips up, roll the shoulders back. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly lower back down. Breathing. One more time. Rolling back. Inhale, lift up. Reach up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly, slowly come back down. Perfect. All right. So let's from here bring your right foot over your left thigh. You can stay right here, or maybe you want to squeeze the knees towards the chest. You can grab hold of that left leg somewhere and even stretch that left leg out. Or if you prefer to rest your arms to the side, that's fine. What feels good for you? Maybe tick-tocking your hips a little bit from side to side. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring your left foot on the ground. We'll lift your right leg up, sole of the foot towards the ceiling. You're going to bring your right hand inside that right leg and then start to pull the right knee out towards the right rib cage. Sole of the feeling towards the sky. Perfect. And if you are feeling very ambitious and want to bring your foot behind your head, by all means, that's available to you. We have a few moments. And if you're like, what is she talking about? Give yourself a nice little laugh. Maybe imagine your foot behind your head. 2, and 1. Now, if you want to watch it happen, if you take your right arm inside, you can turn your head to the left and then slide the foot behind your head. Maybe one day. Let's release. It's not always for everybody. I honor that. Let's inhale, lift your hips up, and then exhaling, lowering back down. And maybe you have known me for a long time and didn't know I could do that. All good. All right, let's take your left foot now over your right leg. We'll maybe come into that reclining pigeon. You can stay right here or start to pull the legs in, perhaps tick-tocking a little bit from side to side. And just breathing and noticing, exploring. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly bring that foot down. We're going to take hold of the inside of that left foot in our left hand, and we're going to gently bring that left knee out to the side as much as you can. So trying to get the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, so feeling that big opening in the hip. Beautiful. And again, you can stay right where you're at. If you're tempted to bring your foot behind your head, or you're like, maybe you just want to watch for a second, that's fine too. You can bring your left arm inside and then sliding that foot behind the head. The best way to do that is to actually turn your head to the direction away from your foot. And then we'll lengthen down and we'll slowly release that. And maybe that was fun for you. Maybe you tried. Maybe you're having a big laugh right now. All good. If you're laughing, yay. All right, squeeze the shoulder blades together. It means you're playing. What a great thing. We don't give ourselves enough time to play. Let's lift the hips up. Maybe coming onto the tippy toes. Press the chin away from the chest. 2 and 1. We'll slowly lower the hips back down. You can bring your arms alongside your body, maybe lifting the legs up to the sky. You can stay right here. If you are tempted to do a plow pose or shoulder stand today, you can bring your feet over your head, maybe your hands on your lower back. Make sure you don't move your head and neck once you've gotten set up there. And then we'll reach maybe the legs to the sky. Well, let's hold this for 7 breaths today. If you want to hold for longer, give yourself permission. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your feet over your head very, very slowly and controlled. Maybe stretch the back. You can squeeze the knees around the ears, the forehead. 2 and 1. And we're going to gently lower all the way back down. Hands underneath your hips and sacrum as you stretch the legs out. We'll prop up onto those forearms, let your head and neck fall back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And just allow your body to shift, to get a little bit more comfortable as we make our way into Shavasana, this final resting place. And if you prefer to do Shavasana sitting up or maybe on your side or your belly, choose a way that feels nurturing for you. And then adjust your body to get about 5 to 10% more comfortable. Taking that really big, deep inhale in. And then exhale, feeling your whole body softening. Taking another really big, deep breath in. Exhale, whole body softening. One more deep breath in. And exhale, releasing. And taking a moment to know that right now, everything is okay. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Just allow yourself to be here and receive. So we begin by welcoming everything just as it is, welcoming every positive and negative sensation, feeling, thought, and image with curiosity and openness, while inquiring as to the wisdom it's offering you. Each guide is sent to help you experience greater understanding, peace, joy, and harmony with yourself and the world around you. So taking a moment to notice the sounds around you, noticing any smells, tastes, color, light. Maybe you notice the places where your body's touching the support or feeling air touching your skin. And giving yourself this permission to just tune within. As you begin to connect with this intention, what are you working on? What would you like more of in your life? Perhaps that's peace, that's health, awareness, presence, compassion, love. And I want you to recognize, what would that look like, feel like, smell like, taste like if it was happening in your life? Welcoming and affirming it with your entire body and mind. You just imagine all of the places now in the back of the body, releasing the back of the head and the back of the neck, the shoulder blades, backs of the arms and hands, the glutes, the backs of the legs, the heels. Feeling the sense of ease come through the soles of the feet, the tips of the toes, the fronts of the legs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the fronts of the shoulders, down the arms to the tips of your fingers, the front of the neck, the chin and the face. Just welcoming the sense of ease and lightness within your whole body. As you begin to feel your breath. You don't need to change the breath in any way, just noticing the breath coming in and the breath leaving the body. Notice the texture, the temperature, the breath. And as you just keep following your breath here, I'm going to read to you a passage. It starts with a quote from Hermann Hesse, and then it goes on with a reading and an action. So the quote, "Seeking means to have a goal, but finding means to be free, to be receptive, and to have no goal." Many of us spend our day in seeking mode. We want to do something, get something, accomplish something. It goes without saying that we all have to get things done in the world on a daily basis. Go to the grocery store, send emails, do the laundry, clean the dishes. But when it comes to being comfortable in our own skin, to becoming who we are meant to be, seeking doesn't apply. There is no checklist for this work. Instead, we need to practice absolute and total acceptance of who we are at this very moment. And when it comes to being you, there is nowhere to go and nothing to do. How could there be? You can only find out who you really are by being rather than doing. So this is written in a book called Warrior Goddess Wisdom from Heather Ashamara. So here's today's action. Take a few minutes to rest quietly. We've just done that. And accomplish nothing. Just be. And when a thought arises of what you need to do later or where you want to go, remind yourself that for the next few minutes, you are just being, listening to the noises that you hear, noticing how your body feels. And when a thought arises, just steer yourself back into being, leaving the doing for later. So, let yourself continue to rest if you have the time. If you feel ready to slowly start to come back, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit, maybe reaching and stretching any way that feels good for you. I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you today. Hope you have a beautiful rest of the day and week. Until we meet again, namaste.